Everyone else's is alright so far, mate. Just give it a couple of seconds to calm down. Well, Shalabar's on pole because he put a set of softs on for his fast lap, which has now forced everyone but yeah.
Right, we're up now. Yep. We're good.
Hey!
If you win, oh, there's a massive crash, and Porty has gone into the wall. That's a great way to start the stream.
It's a way to start the stream. It is the way to start the stream.
If you go onto the stream and then just have a look, then yeah. What? Yeah. Porty.
I just saw.
Well, welcome back then. That was a great introduction. Got you eventually. Hello everyone, welcome to PSGL round 8 for Formula 3 around Hungary. We're back in business. The boys are back in town, and as soon as you saw that, well, as soon as we came into the stream there, as you saw, Porty's just had a massive crash into the wall. But yeah, I just need to get used to all this commentary stuff again. I forgot how to put up the tyres. There we go. Alright, so a bit of a mix-up in terms of who's who so far in this qualifying session. As you see, Mr. Shalabar Shoaib, he's on pole. Porty second, then got Phoenix in third, and newcomer next Iceman in fourth. Of course, he got moved up from F5 after he was incredibly dominant in that division, and he's so far nearly 2 times quicker than Brown on the set of hards. Maybe this is a sign of things to come, Harry.
Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Yeah, first PSGL action I've had in 2020 as we go into a new decade. Obviously with the retirement of Big C and the leaving of the league with some big names. Oh, wow, Nexus Iceman into the wall as I'm looking at that one.
Oh yeah.
Somehow got all four.
Sergio Perez part of the track.
Yeah, somehow got all 4 wheels on the wagon, but other than that, he's
and
a bit of a heavy moment.
His car facing, well, his car on its right side.
Yeah.
Unlike Perez.
And unlike Perez, it's true. So yeah, it's good to be back. Obviously missed the race last night in F5, but good to see Iceman into F5, and obviously now that the other guys, as I mentioned, have retired, I am now the face and voice of PSGL. Obviously, Jamie. So yeah,
we both are.
It's good to be back. Obviously, in terms of the championship, if you're new here, Bran Glover, who's currently in 6th position, leads this championship by 21 points. He had a difficult start to the season, and then suddenly went on a run of wins. He's won 4 of the last 5 races. He finished second in the one that he didn't win. He was dominant in Germany in mixed conditions before running out of fuel on the last lap to allow, I think it was Tom Ajar to win. Yeah. So if I remember rightly. So far, the
2 Red Bull guys are Brand's biggest competitors, but they're only 9th and 13th so far, Harry, in the qualifying session where most of every person on the grid so far, bar 2, which are Mozambique and Shoaib, are on a set of hards.
Well, I have to admit, I think Shoaib set his time on a set of softs. I think that's...
No, he set them on mediums. I remember seeing him on mediums. He's only now set softs on, and he's still in the pits.
Ah, okay. So he was...
That could be him heading out, but... Actually, no, that
Brand's
looks like a
out on his set of mediums. AMS still sits in the pits. So yeah, so this is kind of welcome back to PSGL with.
It's a mixed-up grid.
It will be a mixed-up grid. I mean, I don't know about you. I mean, I haven't started on going for the race at Monza next week, but I'm very interested to know what's going to happen in terms of some of these championships. I mean, for me, I'm well out of the championship, a bit like yourself in F5. So I'm not really interested in racing for points and positions. You can be a lot more leery when you're not involved in a championship fight, which Brand starting in 8th with AMS, who is the closest rival to him, is 21 points back, just behind him, and then Ushin is 3rd, but Ushin isn't there tonight.
Zaman King's gone second on a set of softs. You see what I mean by
Wow.
that? 2 midfield guys, well, midfield to back marker guys, on the front row so far. That's like seeing a team like Toro Rosso or Alfa Romeo lock out the front row, or with Lance Stroll on it, for example.
No. What we're seeing here is Giga Kubica in P2, and it's going to be, is it going to be time to launch that? SSR Phoenix, one of my tips for the championship before the season started. He's sitting 3rd, and he'd be my tip for the race win here. He's consistent. He obviously got a race ban earlier on in the season, but yeah, it'd be good to see some of the guys from the back of the grid. And TTG Navy is a new name to me, or is he a new guy to the championship that we haven't mentioned yet?
Yep, he's a new guy.
Always good to see the McLarens up near the front end. They're not in F5.
Well, I'm guessing he's replacing Callboy, because Callboy got kicked out of the league because of his lag. There's going to be 16 drivers on the grid, because I saw Nino did join during the qualifying session. Also, as well, going back to reference of Giga Kivitz earlier, of course, Mazaman King did race in PSGL beforehand in 2016, and then he came back after a couple of years. He's now back, and in his his 2 races that he has been back, he's been in the steward's office both weeks. So yeah, it's a bit dodgy. He has a 15-second time penalty for this race as well.
Hi Oshin, how are you, mate? Happy New Year. Hello, Big C, the legend himself. I was just saying, Big C, that
there's Brown.
Now that you've retired, I have become the face of PSGL. The face of the old boys.
Technically, I am the face of PSGL on Tuesdays so far this decade. Well, technically, I am the first winner of the decade in PSGL, because I did win the race on track on Tuesday. So technically, I am the first winner. First PSGL race winner.
You're now sounding like a Liverpool fan, saying technically we're the most successful club in the world. You will be when you are. You're not at the moment. It's a bit like me saying that the only reason why I say I'm the face of PSGL is that Marquez made me famous, so that's kind of how it works.
Odems.
Yeah. Apparently he wants to come back to league racing. I'm sure Big C's delighted.
I wonder if he wants to reserve for the PSGL Liver Cup. Of course, Mr. Jarno Otmir is racing in that. We know the rivalry between those two.
We do. Obviously, there's a few talks in the PSGL chat about a possible new league. I'm very interested. I'd like to say that. But we'll have to see. It's all about time constraints, and there's some younger guys with a lot more time on their hands than me. But yeah, very interesting times in PSGL at the moment, and I'm sure our glorious league directors will put us in the right direction after some nasty Twitterness this week with another league, shall we say?
Yeah. So the grid is starting to shape up with the usuals coming towards the front. Bran is going to set the second quickest time, and AMS has also got himself up there.
5 thousandths of a second separating Bran and Shald, or Shalabar as he famously was called in Azerbaijan.
Yeah, Shalabar's on a set of softs though, and he's not on the lap at the minute, but he's got plenty of time to go and start one. He's just at Tibbs in Brew, he's currently in 10th. He is opting mediums.
Has just started one which I'm going to ride on board with.
And AMS is into the grass at Lance Stroll corner. Rio Haryanto corner, Marcus Ericsson corner.
Oh, that one. Okay.
And he's taking the Kimi Räikkönen getting lost type route.
Moorsman King was 0.0032 down on his fastest time through sector 1, but I think that might be a possibility of improving.
I'm going to get Shoaib's sector times up while I'm at it. You can have a look at more Zalman Kings. Yeah, it's Tipson up ahead of him.
Just run wide out the fast right hander, coming down into the second last corner now. Hang it in tight, kisses the apex, let it run wide.
Shoaib's only 0.013 up on his personal best. Brand's on free lap or mediums though. And that
Phoenix from nowhere.
Yeah, Shalabar got poor exit. You got poor exit at the chicane.
Got a bad last corner.
So his second time is where you can find most of the time. He's 2 temps up. Shalabar is 2 temps up, and that's just going to earn him pole as it stands. Oh, but that could be invalid. Comes through the penultimate corner. He can easily spin out. There's a lot of auto spin curbs here, of course. Shalabar comes around the last corner. We'll find out if he has invalid or not. Porty now on pole by 10th of a second. But here comes Shalabar. And
seconds up.
Look at that gap.
Up. On his 3 lap pole mediums.
Shalabar couldn't improve on his, couldn't improve on his position.
Last corner now. Will Brand take pole? He was 2.4 tenths up.
Got second. He went second. Porty's on pole.
What a shout. Toxic Tomato, we rate the fact that you think I am the voice of PSGL now. Well done.
There needs to be a Twitter poll. Who's the voice of PSGL?
No, I don't think I said it was the voice. I think I said it was the face. So clearly the face of the old boys now. Well,
look at these
JP's
gaps though.
Gone.
Hang on, look at these gaps a sec.
Top 5 covered by, or top 4 rather, covered by under 1/10 of a second. It's got to be the closest league out of all of them.
Porty and Bran, 0.013 separates them. Only 1,000 separates Phoenix and Shoaib. I know they're on different tyre sets. You can have a look at the grid. The viewers can.
The top 8, everyone down to Phoenix, and Phoenix is only 0.12 away from doing this. But everyone inside the top 8 were covered by half a second. That's ridiculous. This should be the top division.
An update on the new boys as well. Iceman came 6th in qualifying, and TTG Navy will start from P11. Although he did set his time, he set his time on a set of hards, which should suggest that he'll select the hards and go longer into the races, maybe try and overcut some of these guys on mediums.
I agree. Doesn't look like there's a lot of doesn't look like there's any rain possible. Let's hope that we don't have a glitch lobby and we can all join cars. 25 seconds to go.
How many cars do you expect to see upside down at turn 1 and turn 3?
Quite a few. I expect some contact. It wouldn't be PSGL without some contact. I'm just going to have a mouthful of coffee, so I apologise.
Yep, there's a lot of incidents down at turn, well, don't forget as well, turn, what corner is it? Turn 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn 5. The uphill right-hander, there's that auto spin curve. That catches a lot of people out.
It should be a one-stop race, obviously, barring any contact. But what would be kind of a regular stop for a guy on the softs, mediums, and hards, Jamie? As you've done more practice around here than I have.
Sorry, say that again.
I said, what would be what times would the soft guys be coming into the pits for their stop?
Depends how much they work their tyres. I'm thinking around lap 4 or 5. From what I see, from what I've seen all week, a lot of the soft runners haven't made it far past lap 5 if they have. So,
well, there's a restart in F4.
We'll check what that is for while the formation lap is on.
Big C just called it a rubbish game. I mean, Codemasters, if you are listening.
I joined the stream. It is 2 cars in the wall. That's nice. What is it for exactly, mate? I think it was that glitch, you know, where someone's causing the whole. It's one person, like, it has like a bad internet, or so host causes the whole lobby to lag before the start of the race.
Yeah.
Like what we had in Germany.
Yeah, I remember.
I think that's happened.
Yeah, we can pre-warn that as we're about to come. That formation lap was so quick. Haldy has absolutely raced round in this formation lap.
Yeah. The game has put Nino in a McLaren, so we got someone else to support as well. As he nearly spun it though.
That's good. Probably be a default setup, just cause him issues. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this tonight. It's been a long time. We obviously Monaco. We had some issues with traffic for me, so I couldn't get in to help stream. Which I'd left the party that I was at early, and I got stuck at the Hanger Lane gyratory. So if anyone knows that, but I'll stop waffling on and hand back to Jamie, our lead commentator, for the start.
Yep, the camera angle is a bit rubbish. Oh, there we go. So we got 4 lights, and we have 5 lights here at Hungary, and it's lights out, and away we go. Those lights were not on for long. Some drivers have got caught out from what I can see.
AMS got a bad start. Felix and Moorsman King nearly come together.
Tom AJ has had a very poor start. He's dropped nearly off a second there to the rest of the field already.
4 wide. We're 4 wide. Going down.
Oh my
into
goodness!
turn 1.
Oh, that's nearly a crash. Iceman and Felix getting very close to each other, and they're going 3 wide through the corner. Trebe
AMS using all his experience.
Oh my goodness! This is NASCAR pack racing we're seeing here, but it's at Hungary. Look at him, they're going 4 wide.
AMS done really well there. He managed to slip through between Nexus Iceman, and now Jay Rabe is defending from Felix as we go towards the fast chicane.
Oh, that is so close to contact there. Zex and the 2 McLarens are getting in with it. Nino is past Zexa. Now the big question is, does Nino have a sub? I should imagine he would. But you know this game.
So.
And look at that, Drew's right on the back of Game Freaker.
It wasn't the best of ideas. I mean, Brand's right on the back of Pauldy, but Phoenix doesn't look like he's got the pace to hang with him so far. But Shoaib and Moorsman King with their soft tyres.
This is going to be some action up here. We've got Tibbs and
Zex pitted after that one.
F3.
Presumably front wing damage.
Yeah, we've got the Alfa Romeo of F3 on the back of the Ferrari of Drebe. And then in front of them they got the Toro Rosso of Tibson. Everyone's within close proximity of each other on lap 1, which is after lap 1, which is nice to see, I guess.
It's nice to see. Navy gets past Nino.
Oh, something's happened to Porty. Wait, oh no, he's just dropped 2 positions. Did he hit a wall or something?
I think he went I think he went wide. I can't see any damage.
I think
he went wide, and he's got a cut. He's got Shoaib up the inside. Thought better of it.
Yeah, there was yellow flags out in sector 2, and that blind left, but upper left-hander is in sector 2, just at the start of it. So I think he might have gone off there and he must have waved yellow flags. Closest. Oh my goodness.
Has Brown got front wing damage?
No. I think it was anything that's front wing damage. But look at this 4-way battle here. DRS will be enabled after turn 1. These guys.
It's a truly train.
Morzam and King's at the front of it.
Tibbs got a big set of opposite lot there. Wow.
None of these drivers got DRS coming down into this corner though, which I'm finding very interesting because there should be a detection point, you should imagine, somewhere down at turn 1. And Tibson that's been now pimped by Drove.
Moorsman King looks slow through this next corner. It looks like as he used all his ERS, he hasn't. He just looks really slow at top end speed.
Yep, we've got Team Norway Racing Esports in the chat. Has Zexa bottled it already? I guess you could say he has. He has pitted for a wing. So here comes Navy down the inside of the Rebel of AMS. In his first race in PSGL, you want to give AMS a good impression. Of course, he is the league director. And we've got 15 people in the stream.
That's good.
You know, the PSGL divisions have been, lacking in viewership and in turnouts in recent weeks, so this is pretty decent to have 17 people watching this race so far.
Ray Bay's going to have DRS onto the back of Moorsman King. Hangs it tight.
They're all going to have DRS. Moorsman King is Moorsman King is trying to try and break the toe, make it Dre go to the outside.
It's going to be like Schumacher and Barrichello. He's hung it
behind them as well. There's loads
of
there's 2 sets of cars going side by side here. It's going to be hard to focus on which battle. Oh,
Jay
there's
Ray on the
contact.
inside.
I don't think Dre showed any mercy there. Of course, these two came together in Monaco, and I think that's what did lead to Mozambique Kings. There's contact,
15
Giroud
second
and Tom
penalty.
AJ. And they nearly make contact again as they come back on the track. Back to those battles, though.
To make
Oh,
the fastest lap of the
Tipson
race.
got in the auto spin curve. I saw that. I'm surprised for a moment. Oh, they're going 3 wide down here.
Oh, this can only end with front
Oh,
wheel
that's
damage.
naive. Naivety from AMS.
How did we all stay with wings? How is everyone facing
I
the
think.
right way?
Oh no, that's not.
Oh.
That's not very nice.
I mean, he's your lead director. He is the AMS. He is not the man that doesn't speak. You can't do that to the one that doesn't speak.
Welcome to F3, Iceman. Enjoy your stay.
However long that is, and if you keep door handling the the league director, you might be in trouble.
Here comes F3 Felix on the back of Tibson. Tibson has hardly got any RS, should be an easy move.
Yeah, it should be.
Oh no, he's ran it wide,
mighty.
he's overcooked it, now he comes Tibson again.
Navy
But with
was
the
mighty
DRS.
on the brakes there.
Whoever's within 1 second of a car coming through the detection zone in the last sector gets DRS for both of the straights. I think that's what it is like here. Zex setting the fastest lap again.
I'm just thinking, yeah. Navy, if he could clear these next 2 cars quite lively, could be on for a podium. Because he's on the hards, he seems to have quite good pace. And obviously, everyone in front of him is on a worse race tyre, arguably, in the sense of tyre wear. So if he can stay with them, he'll be able to go longer. And perhaps we may even see that mythical creature, the safety car. Moorsman King here under pressure.
Tibson's lagging about a bit.
Oh,
and
we've got contact. Oh, and Tibson. That's not PG.
I'm seeing cars inside of other cars, and Morzam and King has finally decided to abandon the plan of softs. Told you they won't go any longer than lap 5, and here they come down the straight.
I saw Tibson. He got a 5-second penalty for pit lane speeding. I saw Tibson just walk speed through 2 cars. It was great.
Oh, hang on. Could Nino get 2 cars here in 1 corner? Maybe not in 1 corner, but he got his teammate, at least for this race, and Nate the inside. And close there.
That was tight. Oh, Tibson's lag is unreal.
Yeah.
That must be a nightmare to race against.
You need to do something like that, because remember Callboy, this is what Callboy got kicked for, and he's off, and not off. Is he off? Is he not? I'm guessing
he was,
yeah.
So. Oh, he's off again. No, he's not. He's back.
And MS and Iceman again.
Oh God. It's not quite the same when you're not winning the F5, is it?
Yeah. Welcome to the rice fields. You're in the big leagues now.
Yeah, you're not in the minnow pond.
Which I have been stuck in all my career.
Jay was really slow into that last corner and managed to sort of stop Felix. Felix is going to have a great run for 5th place as we go past everyone else who's stopping. So that'll be 4th.
The position change indicator is going absolutely mental by you, Harry. Cars pitting.
I tell you what though, what we haven't seen is the fact that SSR Phoenix is not far away from Mr. Win every week.
Except Germany.
Yeah, well, when he ran out of fuel and he wasn't even under pressure there, he ran out of fuel.
And lost concentration.
SSR,
and if you look at his ERS as well, he's not using any ERS.
I know, he's very smooth, very lovely race.
Brown isn't either, to be honest, but Felix just got that little bit more to use.
90, yeah. Mr. Man King now 8 seconds worth of penalty.
Yep.
Plus his 15 that he's got hanging over him. So Nino and Navy have done a swap. both
the
on
back of Dre.
hards. He's really reeling him in into the braking zone, isn't he?
Yeah. Seems like he got that braking coming into turn
Brand
one.
didn't. Yeah, Brand sort of missed the apex. He was halfway to being to Narnia, and we're right on the back of him.
Yeah,
The championship leader.
He nearly drowned his car in the baths of Budapest.
Ever been Budapest? My mate nearly drowned in a swimming pool in Budapest.
Oh dear. I did
It
not
was
know
fun.
that.
Yeah, it's great fun. I rescued him with 2 other blokes. Do not go drinking and swim, ladies and gentlemen. I will give you that hint. Bernie says, don't drink and swim. Or drive.
Yeah, so Nino's on the back of Dre.
Yeah, Nino looks... Both the McLarens look tasty like the husky chocolate on the back of their front rear wings.
And you know that.
He's 4-wheel drifting through Little Roma Nino. Yeah.
Yeah.
Husky chocolate is my favourite hot chocolate beverage. Do you know that?
Yeah.
I get one every week at football, and they are delicious.
So, down to turn one, will he try and make the move? Oh, that is very late on the brakes there. Nearly ran right into the back of Drew.
He's got a... Ooh, I thought he had a run. He didn't really get off the corner very well. Charles with the fastest lap of the race. Oh,
Yep.
Jay Raybay backing it in.
Nearly left that door wide open.
It's like a MotoGP. A bit of Marc Marquez backing it in there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Phoenix is really pressuring Brown here. Not overly like pressurising him for moves.
Oh, that's loose. Tipson's lagged out. Loose. And look who else is in this battle.
Yeah, Paulie's coming. Paulie's using a little bit more ERS than the two of them. I wonder what they're both like on tyre wear though. Oh, Jay's gone wide and it's going to let Nino have a run into the third last corner. He's up the inside. He's fully off the track there, Jay. Probably should give that back in my opinion.
He's behind it for now, but they are very close, nearly forcing him out there into. Oh, Nino's going to try. He's going to keep his nose in for the last corner here, and this is going to allow Navy to catch right onto the back of them here, and this is going to help Navy a lot. Are they going to go 3 wide?
Double slipstream. They are going to go 3 wide.
Navy splits them. There was wheel contact.
Navy went for a back. He went for the switchback, but got.
I sounded like a furry there.
He got the switchback. The two McLarens, no team orders. Ron Dennis is sitting there going, if I was the team manager still, I'd be telling them team orders.
And AMS got past Lockhart Timpson and Iceman is still there with him. They got Game Freaker on the back of them as well.
Well, Bran is now less than 4 tenths away. They've closed back up again.
Yeah.
Phoenix seems to have a problem with the corner before the flat rock, before Sergio Perez corner. He seems to get quite loose there.
He has a problem with the Sergio Perez corner in general as well.
That's where he loses the time. Other than that, he seems more more confident than Bran. He's definitely got more straight line speed than him. But Paul D looks like he's got. This is a good performance from Paul D. The problem is with Paul D is that I like Paul D, but he goes missing for 3 or 4 rounds. So I don't see him, and then all of a sudden he'll like bang a performance in like this, and I think he can win races.
He's changed his helmet as well. He's got more. He's got a helmet that now suits more towards the Renault colour, Renault livery, than towards the Irish flag. It's a shame that Irish flag colour combination on his helmet, but the Renault colour combination also looks quite nice.
Meanwhile, as that's going on, we've got a 3-way battle for 9th, 10th, 8th, 9th and 10th with AMS, Nexus Iceman and the retiring superstar.
Someone's Nino's gone off somewhere. I think I just saw something out, did I?
Yeah, he has gone off. He's lost his position to Jay. Jay's gone back through. I think it was at the 2nd or 3rd corner.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad. He's only lost one position. He looks like he's got all his wheels connected to the car.
What about his wing? His wing is fine. Mr. Phoenix is now 3/10. Well, it was 3/10 in on Brand there for a second. Is now back to 6/10, but I don't quite believe that.
Yeah, it'll cut back down into this corner. He carried too much speed into there. Unless he can hold it, which he kind of did.
Yeah, did alright.
He's obviously got things as well. He's every straight. Even if he makes mistakes, he's got to be right back on the back of him. That DRS and that back. That DRS into that first corner is so powerful.
Maybe he's going to have another batch of DRS. He's not going to use any ERS to go with it though, so that's not going to have an effect.
It's showing kind of where his head
Him
is.
and Bran are equal on ERS. Same with Paulie actually as well.
It's quite a good race. It's a great race developing. If we were Crofty and Martin Brundle, we'd start talking about how it's really good.
One spoon battle. Shoiben struggling today. Going and hammer it on. Shoiben drew.
Is that wooden spoon?
13th. Near enough wooden spoon.
11 lap old tyres versus 5 lap old tyres. That should be pretty much done now, surely.
Yeah.
Zector as well.
What's the gap between Shoiben and the leaders? 22 seconds. He won't be far behind these lot. I know he's got to pit again, but...
IMS!
Oh,
IMS into the
no.
wall! On the inside.
Oh, I think there's been a collision there.
I would think so.
Oh, there's a... Shoiben's slow. Shoiben's slow.
Is it Ivan? Is it Iceman? No, Iceman's got all these bits. Game Freaker got past both of them.
Yeah, Game Freaker got past him, yeah. And Paudie's pitted. Meanwhile, Shoiben was going slow there for some reason as well.
It's all kicking off. Meanwhile, back to the leaders. They're going to be like this all race, aren't they? There's nowhere really to overtake at this circuit, which is a shame. Paudie will come back at, presumably in front of Tom AJ. Or AJ. Alongside him, sweeps in just about. No contact.
And Tom AJ's going long, so is Game Freaker. These guys are going to have an effect in this battle, I think.
Yeah, they will.
And Iceman did pit as well, so I'm thinking that Iceman actually did get involved with AMS though.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. It looks a very odd place to have an accident, especially for someone as experienced as AMS. But it's no good for the championship. I mean, if we are all rooting for the championship, and I don't hope this on anyone as there's a yellow flag in sector 2, it's Tom Asia. Tom Asia.
I think someone's hit the inside curb there.
I think they might have spun across into each other.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm going to get a drink a sec. I'll be back. Brand's pitted.
And Brand's pitted. So we now have, obviously, Phoenix goes to the lead. Brand's going to pit. We're going to watch where Brand comes out compared to Paudie. Paudie is coming round the last corner now. Brand's been in the pit for a little while. Brand coming down the pit lane. Does Paudie jump him? Paudie doesn't jump him, but he's tight. So, Bram will now have the fresher tyre. Paudie will have the hotter tyre. Hopefully up to the temperature. It was tight. It wasn't as tight as I thought it would be, but it was tight. So now you know that Phoenix has got to use everything on this lap if he's coming in this lap.
It only took me half a lap to get a drink. Well, a record.
Well done. It wasn't as tight as you thought it might be between Paudie and Bran. Bran stayed about a second in front of Paudie. So
that's not too far though.
Really, no, Phoenix has got to really put the hammer down as he comes into the pits now. What's he speeding into the pits?
Oh, and he's just got that. I wish we had the graphic like in real life to see where Brand's car is compared to them.
Well, Brand's coming round the second to last corner now. He's just about to take the braking zone into the last corner. We'll see where he comes out.
Remember the Williams garage is right at the end of the pit lane.
There he
goes.
Did he get him?
They're going to be side by side, I think. No, he's just cutting behind them.
Oh, so that's the same. But it'll have a lap newer tyres come the end. So they've got 20 laps to go on this set of hards. So we'll have 1 lap fresher tyres. And we're gonna, as you said Game Freaker and Nino and Navy would have something to do with this race, and they will, because Bran will have to overtake them if they don't get out the way, which I don't think Game Freaker will on this lap.
No.
You'd expect him to go to lap 20 at least, wouldn't you?
Game Freaker, yeah.
On their hard, so they're going to have to overtake all of these guys. This could pull someone like Shoaib back towards the leaders. And he has got the fastest lap of the race, I think, at the moment.
Yep. But never, he's got to pit again, though.
He will have to pit again, that is unfortunate.
And Zexa's going to be pitting within the next lap or two, so that's him done for this battle.
Yeah, but Zexa's not in front of us, is he? It's Freaker, Nino and Navy are going to be the ones. So they're going to get DRS. What SSR Phoenix needs to do, he needs to get on the back of Bran as quickly as possible, because if Bran goes for a move and messes up, which he kind of has done into turn 1 there, he's lost a lot of time. He sort of missed the apex and sort of run semi-wide. So this is going to be, and there's no real overtaking spots through this middle sector. So here we go. This is the future.
Dre and Thomas Jar side by side.
Oh,
quite literally. Is Dre gonna give this up? No, he's not. He's gonna go to the outside turn 5. This is gonna be a great move if he's gonna do it, and of course that is not gonna work. Silly even thinking about that one.
Simpson's ghost car messing about as well, not helping.
I'm surprised
Bram right on the back of Freaker.
I'm surprised the ghost car is actually still in contention.
Yeah. Game Freaker hanging on, and that's brought Phoenix right onto the back of him. So if Game Freaker was to pit now, she doesn't again, so he'll have DRS.
Those hards go very long in the race, and look, Nino's just up the road now. So even if Bran gets past Game Freaker here, it's not quite over, because he's gonna meet with Nino in these next 1 or 2 laps.
Freaker's running right out of road!
And Phoenix is loose off turn 1, and Game Freaker has to yield to the position.
So this is important now, this is important. Will Game Freaker keep SSR Phoenix behind him for half a lap to allow Bran to get past Nino? Nino was flat through there and almost ran himself out of road. So
yeah. Meanwhile, Dre caught back up and re-overtook Tommy J before turn 4 and 5, so that's good enough for him. And it looks like he's pulled out a little bit of a gap.
Freak is so slow off that corner compared to Phoenix. Phoenix has got, the car can change direction so much quicker than Freaker in front, and you can see Bran, you can see the win escaping up the road. He needs Nino.
Nino let him go. Nino let him go. He doesn't want to get involved in his own battle. And Moore's Armand King is out of the race. Will we see a safety car? Where has that happened? It is happened at turn 5, I feel.
Nino, I'm telling you right now, that's disgusting.
Oh, that's big. That's big. Yeah. But yeah, Nino was pitting that lap. He just didn't want to get involved with that battle.
Ah, that's disgusting.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Phoenix went to the inside of Game Freaker, and they make contact. And Phoenix, Game Freaker rather, has run out of wide. And now his teammate is through.
That's one way of putting the moves on someone, isn't it? AMS is not very happy. He said, "Boring as fuck. Boring as fuck. I'm too old, apparently."
Well, let's have a look here then. But all 3 of these drivers now, except these 2 drivers now, they have clean air. They have no slow cars in front of them. Let's see. This is down to raw pace on a set of hards now. Navy's 7 seconds up the road.
Navy's driving a great race, by the way.
Oh yeah.
To be 7 seconds up the road, I know you're on the hards. Go short. You've got to make these last to lap 20, Navy. We're relying on you to keep going, because you're still faster than the guys who are on newer tyres than you. Keep going. We'll drop out into a comfortable P5 at the moment. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Bad strategy call there.
But
By
Zexa,
Navy.
he's made his mediums go 16 laps. Let's see if Navy can do the same if he... Well, yeah, if you put him for mediums, I don't know why he'd go for set softs.
Oh, that's what I didn't understand. I just don't... He could have dropped himself out in loads and loads of space. Pauldy's got mega pace on these hards. He's faster than SSR Phoenix on these hards.
It's a shame. It's a shame this track is the Monaco without the barriers, because we've been seeing a lot of overtaking right now. The track wasn't so tight and twisty.
It's not really. I don't think it's. It's just there's no 3-second penalty for Phoenix as Pauldy nearly puts a wheel on the dirt and nearly loses it turning into the right hander. Turns left to go right. So Felix has done quite well out of this race as Shard gets over the curbs.
Yep.
And Navy should blow past the two in front of him. He should definitely get a top 5 finish.
Yeah, AMS has said it's unsurprisingly slippery. Let's go on board and see if that is what is turning out to be. Yeah, it is. It is slippery.
It looks awful.
Yeah. AMS shifting down into turn 5 as well. I hear that I sound like the old blown diffuser.
Huh. So Brand has got out of the DRS zone to Phoenix. So we've got 15 laps of this now. Now I can't see how this is going to end any other way than a Brown win. I really can't.
Unless penalties have something to say about it. Of course, Hungary is pretty prone to penalties, especially this corner coming up here.
Yeah. If I was Phoenix, I know I can't get onto the back of the Brown, yeah. So would I think about it and let Pauldy go?
Well, he seems quicker than Phoenix, but not quick enough to catch up the Brand. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I mean, if I'm going to drive one of these cars at the moment, I'd be wanting to drive Pauldy's Sector 2.
And it's Zexa. They like to call it bottle hike. He's bottled it again. And got wing damage to go with it.
Nino on the back of Scholb. I think Nino's obviously had contact somewhere because he's had to go for another set of... he's had to hit again.
Oh, yes, he has. He hit lap 17, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was
Oh no, that's... Oh, how have they not ended up spinning? Oh, that's one of them gone. I was about to say, how did they not end up spinning without wings there? And Nino is out.
Nino's decided that's it. He didn't want to get his points.
His AI's on the track though. Will it bring out a safety car for the positions in? Look, oh, watch out! Watch out, guys! There's cars. Oh my goodness me! That's why you don't retire on the track.
AMS is going to have a battle now between him and his teammate.
The Bulls are locking horns. The Bulls are locking horns. Not intensely. I don't think they would want to.
I think they're quite happy that they're. Remember, they're in the championship battle for the constructors. The Bulls have been the most consistent this season, but,
yeah, but AMS saying he's not liking it out there at the minute, AMS, but he's still in the points for the moment. And of course, Hungary is not the easiest track to overtake. He could keep that if he wants. He has his teammate behind him.
He could. Maybe he'd let his teammate go to try and overtake the guys in front to get more points to the constructors. But he's got to think of himself as well, because both of the Alphas are
and he's gone wide. There he goes.
Pauldy to the outside into turn 1 for second place.
And I missed that. And he's gone off the track.
Oof.
I tell you what, Harry, he's getting darker as well. If we look at the skies, it's getting darker.
You don't think? Oh,
I
please.
don't think it will. I don't think it will because look at because of the strategies. And it's still light as well in the second sector.
But the strategies can change. I mean, you would have stuck hards until the end anyway, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you qualified on hards, I mean, they can be wrong. I mean, sometimes they say it's going to be light rain, and we could be here all day. I mean, I
Or
quite like
it
rain
could
now.
be light rain, and it could rain like 2 laps to go, and then everyone's just spinning out because they don't have no time to put on the inters.
We would like something like that. I mean, F3 is the division that gives you more drama per pound and per racer than any other. We've had 2 DNFs tonight, which really none of them were caused by big tracks. It's got quite big runoff areas here, despite the fact that it is Monaco without the barriers. Bran has not gotten away as much as I thought he would do. The problem is the guys that are behind him are not the guys we need for the championship.
Yeah.
Phoenix is going to get gazumped here, surely. He doesn't again, he's so good on the brakes. Paulie with a switchback. He's got him, surely. This time.
Oh,
Hey, man.
turned in a bit late.
Oh, get out of
Phoenix
it.
is going to have priority. Oh,
Yeah,
that could have
to
been...
get out of it. Phoenix done the right thing there.
Yeah, but look at Bran though. He hasn't pulled out anything, really. Oh,
He's still got 12 laps. Paulie's still got 12 laps to go and get him.
Yep. I noticed how it's only taking now for Drew to actually catch up to the back of a lagged out car.
He's still continuing, so I'll give him. I'll give him all the credit he deserves for continuing when you're well off the pace. AMS has let Tom go. 14 seconds down the road. It's not been a great day for the Red Bulls. Nexus Iceman on his debut in 8th place. Game Freaker in his farewell tour's not doing too bad.
Yep.
Jay Raybay is having a quiet race. And Navy is now half a second behind in his debut, behind Felix for 4th place.
Yep.
And Navy, if he can make those tyres last, Felix is only 3.2 seconds behind Phoenix. And we know Phoenix has got a 3-second time penalty.
Indeed he has.
So this could be for the last step on the podium.
Yep.
PSGL debut, get a podium, that's quite big.
But he also has the Alfa Romeo F3 up in front of him. Of course, that he would want that podium for Alfa Romeo to make it a 1-3.
He will do.
But he's on slower and older tyres, and less grippier tyres. This is going to be hard to defend against, sure, I feel.
Paulie's now seemingly struggling after he's got past Phoenix. Brand's managed to extend it out to 2.4 seconds, so maybe Brand's decided it's time to pull the trigger, and
yep.
That'll be that.
Press the button and off he goes.
Yep. He's what is it? It's hammer time. It's party mode. It's all of the modes. It's all of the buttons.
Qualifying time.
Navy up the inside.
Oh, it's a bit naive. He didn't decide to full send it there for the overtake, but he's got it.
He didn't need to. He's got so much pace.
Yeah, with standing ovation from the crowd as well.
How many? What's he off the lead? 7 seconds off the lead.
He'd be less than that, because yeah, 6 seconds.
Go on, Navy. Shot the weld.
Tom AJ is out, and that means that AMS is going to get a point. He retired it in the pits. AMS,
wow.
Despite complaining about the car all day in the chat, complaining how it's unsurprisingly slippery and how people are humiliating him out there, he's starting to get a solidarity point out of this.
We like the old boys getting points, so go AMS. But we also like the fact 2.6 seconds now back from Phoenix. We've got TTG Navy on his debut. Currently going to get third. Paulie and Phoenix racing each other, may drop away. They're slowly catching Brand back up as well. I don't know if Brand's
look how much ERS that Phoenix has. compared to 40.
Yeah. Phoenix is just sitting there. I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he just can't get past. Maybe Paulie's better out the last corner than him. But Bran, just riding on board with Bran, it looks fast. It looks fast. It looks, what do you call it? It looks smooth but fast, and it looks good. But 2.2 seconds now for Navy to the guys in front. He's coming on them medium tyres. He is coming.
Yeah, Felix is also... He's staying on the back of him. He's following him as he carves through the temps and the hundreds. CC Brain in the chat. I don't know what wheels they use, so I have no idea who uses a T300.
I think Brand's got a G29.
Yeah. And
So
why he's probably quicker than the rest of the field like this, but yeah.
G29 is the wheel that I have and do not use.
It's about getting used to the wheel.
It's not just that, it's also getting used to the pedals, mate. And getting a seating position that you're happy with. When I actually buy my own place and have a room where I can set everything up and have a proper rig, it'll be good. The GT Sport suits the wheel better, I think. It's the best game with a wheel by far.
Yeah. And Zaxter has passed a lot of car tips, and I'd say I'm not banning the wheel on any game. Well, F1's the game where I'm not suited to the wheel. Every other game I seem to be okay-ish at it. And then got NASCAR, which I'm quite decent on the wheel. I got good pace on NASCAR.
Yon's not calibrating anymore. Oh, okay. RIP. Is the T300 a really expensive wheel?
I think it is. I got a T150 me, so it's going to be more expensive than that. I got this for about, I can't remember now, it's only been 2 years since I had it, but yeah, I should have imagined it would be a lot of money.
Paul D has got Phoenix with a run and DRS. Won't necessarily get him this time, but maybe Phoenix has realised that Navy's right on the back of him now. He's got to get a move on.
Game Freaker's on the back of Drew. He cuts it to the inside. That's a brilliant move from Game Freaker. Daniel Ricciardo at Monza 2014S. Can Dre come back? No, he didn't. Game Freaker got the better run at a turn 1. But that was an amazing switchback.
Well done.
He still got it.
That's why you're retiring, Game Freaker. Phoenix missed the apex there.
Yeah.
It's under a second now.
Yeah, these gaps are pretty stagnated.
Navy is the most aggressive turn in out of all these guys. The car is honestly, it looks amazing.
I tell you what, Navy.
That's the kind of front end I'd like.
If he hasn't got penalties, yeah. These drivers, if they have penalties, it could really fall into his hands easily.
They've got converging strategies. This is turning into a bit of a modern classic.
Yeah. Like, this is like what they expected Mexico to be like in real life, but it just never turned out that way because, yeah, Lewis fooled everyone into thinking that his tyres are dead, and Porty got on the grass and got a poor exit coming out of turn 3, and now here comes Phoenix. He backs out of it, but now Navy's got to run. Phoenix go, oh, that's going to be risky. I have done that once, but it's not easy, I'll tell you that.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
Oh, nearly into the back of him.
Senna once squared up Nigel Galberger and Ayrton Senna in 1989 through that chicane. Wiped out in both of their McLarens, wiped out both Ferraris on their way to both of them. That's what I had visions of there. Phoenix runs wide. He's already got a 3-second penalty.
Andrew is out. Is there a late safety car coming in this race, or is he retired in the pits?
Will it be too late?
Pits? He has done it in the pits. So that means the safety car probably won't come out. But these guys battling has left Brand to extend his gap by over a second.
Yep, it's over a second now. But I would expect
Navy needs to get a
Phoenix
move
with
on.
DRS. Navy's got to get one of these now.
They get
Oh
two
my
of
god,
them.
he might end
They
up
get two.
launching two.
No, that's way too far back. If he tried two, that'll be stupid. You know,
Phoenix has been
Felix,
sort
it
of...
could easily be an Alpha 1 2. Felix could be there to pick up the pieces if these guys come together.
He could be. Pauldy's going to have to... Will he hit the grass like he did last time? No, he doesn't. Navy's the man on the move. So much quicker through there than Pauldy. He had to get on the brakes. Pauldy's got no tyres left. And Phoenix is right on the back
no,
of him.
Pody, no. Now here comes Phoenix back into third position.
So because Pauldy was off so early onto the brakes, it meant Felix could gun down the inside, but Felix is in really a wrong position because he's got a 3-second time penalty, so he's not really there anyway. Felix is already on the back of Navy for third, in theory.
Maybe this is the time that those mediums though are going off. He's still got 5 laps to do it, and yet he's on 11 lap on mediums. These tyres could go off the cliff before the end of the race, and this could be the end of the battle for Navy. But who knows? I'm not the one racing over here.
I don't know, I think he looks still like he's got some tyres left. Still a long way to go, as you said. Yeah, that wasn't the best exit in the world.
He's luckily got that DRS to help him though, and the double toe of Pody, who hasn't got that DRS.
He's a lot more comfortable on the brakes. He's a very deep late braker.
Yeah, I'm expecting some risky moves now,
drive. Ooh, I don't know, there was a big leg spike then when I flicked. Hopefully it's not affecting the drivers.
That could be just the lobby, or just our view of it. Sex's penalty is running P11.
Will
That
Brand
shot
do the
is all
same?
shooting to turn 4.
Will Brand do the same thing that he did in Germany and run out of fuel, despite the fact that he's not really under any pressure?
I wish I could check that, but he hasn't got that fuel marker thing up, so I'm guessing he's fine for now.
Till the second. He never had it till the second to last lap in Germany. I went back and looked.
Yeah, but he has got this race won, I feel.
I'd assume so. I mean, I think we've said that. We did say that in Germany as well, and look what we knew. But this is a great battle for the podium. Shame it's not for the race win.
It could be for the race win, though.
PSGL. Could be. Don't think he's got any penalties, but it could be for the race win. But hint to admins.
Oh, that's AMS running in 10th. He's not catching
Navy
it, he's not
with
catching
a run on Navy with a run on Phoenix.
He didn't make inroads down the straight, but he's
Oh,
got
he
it down
got
the
it,
inside
he
of... Yo, that could have easily been a big crash, but Phoenix saved it, and Navy is back into third.
Oh, he's gone deep though. And
Phoenix went deep as well.
Phoenix is sitting here with his popcorn and his coke, just sitting there looking at it, going, "Go on, kick off, go on, kick off."
Oh, Navy, no! He's got...
Wow.
And that is that.
That's him. And then
I
there were
forgot
three.
to say this earlier. I've seen so many races where drivers like Navy, they fight their way up into those positions to snatch a good result, and then it all goes away with one incident. That's exactly what's happened to you, and he's not even going to finish in the top 5.
What's it, front wing gone completely?
No, he's still got a little bit left on both sides. There's hardly anything. But now, like I said, F3, as you said, with his popcorn and his coke out, just waiting for it to kick off. As soon as he said that, someone spun out. Now F3 is in the front seat position to take that third place off Phoenix. Front row seat position, I should say.
I'm worried about Bran.
It's not... Well, to be honest, these guys haven't been back.
I'm worried about Bran's fuel, you know.
What is? He hasn't got the fuel marker thing up.
He hasn't got it. He hasn't got it yet. But he's running really deep into his revs, and that's using fuel.
Yeah. probably used a lot of fuel. You should be to get away from that battle. He didn't want any of it. Anything.
I don't blame
to be
him.
part
I
of
mean,
it.
anything could have happened.
It did. I'm surprised more drivers didn't get collected by that Navy spin, by the
To
way.
be fair, the way Navy spun, he spun clean, if you know what I mean. He spun in one continuous motion. He didn't fishtail back. If he had caught it and come back, it would have been a massive accident. She'd had nowhere to
If
go.
he fishtailed it, he caught it come back, and it could have given the chance to spin off onto the other side of the road and not collect anyone that way. But if he chose to lock the brakes, and yeah, you can see that was going to be a big accident.
Baldy is swerving around trying to break the toe. It's been remarkably clean.
Yeah.
Been good. It's been respectful. I like that.
There are some blue flags being waved. Tidson. Oh, Phoenix on a poor run. Actually, did he? No.
Yeah, not that poor. 3 second time penalty. That's 6.
That could be an Alpha 1-3, maybe even a 1-2. I had completely nothing out of this race. You know, Felix has been battling in that 5th, 6th, 7th place position for most of this race. He hasn't really been in the podium fight until now.
No. It's been quite interesting though, in the sense that
That's
Phoenix
why.
again.
Yeah, he's not liking those tyres, I don't think.
No, I think they all stopped 1 or 2 laps too early for these tyres.
Yeah, wide again there, going deep. Nearly collected Porty's rear.
I mean, I don't know whether or not. I mean, I think Felix is thinking to himself, I might as well sit here. I know I've got 3rd, and if Felix takes out Porty as he dives to the inside, block
pass.
Got him.
Porty doesn't really. Yeah, he doesn't have the chance to make the switch back there. He's just too close
when he launched it, he didn't launch it. He didn't launch that.
I feel like F3 can just sit back. You can just sit back and enjoy this battle on the
That's
last lap.
That's it. I wonder if Paulie knows that Phoenix has got a 6 second penalty.
He's so
really
slow
through there.
Oh my goodness, that's slow. Felix, voice crack. Can someone make that part of the string, please? Very appreciated. For what?
Wow.
Oh, Brian's got that fuel marker. He's got that red fuel marker.
Oh, not
It's
again.
gonna be a push. It could be a push here from Brian. I think it is the yellow fuel marker, which signifies that he's underfueled it, or in low fuel mode though, so I think he's got it covered, just about. And you get it from here, even if you run out of fuel. So he's got it. He's got it.
Another win. 6
Brian wins again in Hungary.
5 wins in the last 6 races.
So what penalty say? Phoenix second, Porty's second, F3 third, and Phoenix comes off the podium. And it's an Alpha 1-3.
Game freak around the last corner now with a great race to 5th position. Ray behind him.
Shoaib 7th, Iceman on his debut in F3 will pick up a solid 8th position. It's hardly anything to shout about to the grandkids, but it's good. 7th.
He got 7th. And Navy with the fastest lap for the race.
What could have been?
You're right.
We'll take some solidarity points there. An AMS.
He did get a point because he got a point with the fastest lap.
Yep, an AMS will pick up 10th place. Kept his nose in
Another
the end.
point.
Yeah, got it.
And Zexa caught out with a first lap incident. Rounds out our finishers.
What a race.
Great race.
For Hungary standards, that was good.
It was. Another win for Alfa Romeo.
And as always, Hungary, the odd-looking trophies. And the champagne gets sprayed. Uh-oh, callback connection.
What's that?
Callback connection. Brian left the lobby.
Ah.
That probably is a signal that you have to shoot off, but that is the case. I think you can still get Porty and Effrey in your first some interviews.
It's up to you, mate. If they've all gone, they've gone.
We'll invite them anyway. Let's see if they join. I'm gonna say this now. I've never screamed so hard in my life for an incident. And that Navy incident, I've seen some incidents. So, Bran, I think he's gone offline. Wait, do I not have Bran on my friends list? I swear I do. Oh no, he's on. Porty and who's it? Effrey. I think that's his first podium as well, doesn't it? I don't remember him having one. But yeah, you know what to do. Cool.
And Bran has turned up. And then who's the other one?
Yeah, there's Porty. I've invited them.
Oh, okay.
Bran is here.
Yeah, he's here. We're just waiting on Paulie now. Here we go.
Yep. So, Ari, you know what to do? You can do the interviews.
Yeah, so congratulations to all three of the guys on the podium. Bran obviously winning with Paulie second and F3, otherwise known as Felix, finishing third. Obviously comes to the race winner first. Bran, you've won again. What's that, 5 wins out of the last 6 races now? Probably should have won in Germany, barring the fuel disaster. I mean, it's your championship to lose now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, to be honest. If you would have told me at the start of the season, I would have went on this run, you know. I would have laughed at you, but yeah, just happy really. I really wasn't quick in the race, I'm going to be honest. Like, Pordy and Phoenix are quicker than me, but I was able to stay ahead. Because at the track position, you know, it's a bit like Monaco, track position's key. And then obviously at the end they were all scrapping as well, which helped me pull away, so... Yeah, I don't know where my pace went. In practice I was far quicker than I was in the race, yeah.
Yeah, it looked like, I mean, the guy that we all thought was going to end up winning the race was Navy, but he decided to have a trip with the barriers, but he was catching everyone. But yeah, for you to win again, AMS is one of your championship rivals. He only got a point, and Shin wasn't here this week, so you've literally taken maximum points bar in the fastest lap. So again, you extend your gap at the top. I mean, Monza next. What you like at Monza, really?
I haven't got a clue, to be honest. I must have to see when practice starts, really. I don't know.
Okay. Moving on to Paulie, that's second place, was outstanding, really. I mean, sort of flew under the radar all season, not had many great results, so to see you at the front end of the grid, was it a surprise? Is Hungary your kind of track, or was it just you've gone away over the break and put some hours into the game to get better, or is it just, I don't know why you're quick this week?
No, I felt I was doing alright all the way through. I mean, I've had contact in most races and been spun in most races, and I've recovered to get decent points. Like, I mean, I was right there in Bahrain and France and that, so I mean, I don't think I'd be too competitive to win it, like, but I should definitely have a few more points than I have. I mean, this isn't my best track. Like, as you could see, I was struggling to control the car out there. I mean, I don't know if I should have won, like, but I could have won. I think I might have been able to keep Brandon behind, like, but it was a struggle, really. I mean, I don't know how I finished the race, really. I hit the wall a couple of times and didn't get damaged, like, so. I mean, I'm delighted to get second.
I think you probably due one after all the contact.
Yeah, that's the way I kind of felt. Like, I kind of drew a good result. Like, I needed a few points on the board, like, but it's going to be a long way back now. I don't think anyone's going to catch Brendan, though. He seems to have the pace, and like I said, I think he's put the gap up now, and I don't think anyone will catch it, but
all we can do is try.
Exactly, yeah, we'll give it a go anyway. But yeah, congratulations to Brandon, and good win, really.
And coming to Felix next, obviously an Alpha 1-3 closed that gap down. You had a 6-point gap to Tom and AMS in the Red Bulls before the race. You and Bran together have now taken the lead of constructors, as well as Bran extending his lead. Perfect weekend for the Alphas, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. Obviously, Brian controlled the race very nicely, but as soon as I got in clean air, as I had clean air, I realized that my pace was quite good. Obviously, I wasn't in party with Brian, and we were like comparing lap times, and I realized I was catching those guys. So as I went into the second stint, I realized that I could be able to fight for a podium. But obviously, yeah, that was that McLaren. There was Navy coming behind me, and yeah, I had Bran keeping me motivated through the party, saying, "Come on, let's get this Alpha 1-2." Didn't quite work out, but on time penalties, luckily I got up to P3. Tried to move on Porty there on the last lap in the right-hander, but I backed out of that because I didn't want both of our races to be destroyed on the last lap. But yeah, I think that's nearly a perfect weekend for Alfa Romeo, and I think we can now yeah, try to extend our gap in the championship, in the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, off to Monza next, and I'll hand everyone back to Jamie and let Jamie in the interviews.
Yep. One more question. I don't know if Harry's asked this. What's Monza like for all three of you?
Well, I don't know. I haven't done much in Monza, to be honest. I haven't done many league races there. Should be alright. I mean, a lower downforce doesn't really suit me. I prefer the higher downforce track, so I don't think it'll be my strongest one anyway, but we'll try our best anyway.
What about the two Alpha drivers?
Yeah, I'd happily join that opinion of Porty. I prefer those tracks like Hungary as well, but Monza, I think it's just the case of nailing those quick corners. And yeah, I don't have much experience in league races on this game in Monza, so let's see.
Yep, Brian?
Oh, so yeah, like I said before, Monza, I probably have done a league race at some point in this game, but I forgot, you know. I'm pretty sure the strategy is quite simple as well there. I think it's just soft mediums probably, I don't know. That's what it has been usually. And yeah, I don't know what the pace is going to be like. Hopefully I'll be near the front again. And yeah, when we're practicing, I'll be able to get a bigger picture really where I'm going to be.
Yep. Cool. So that's just done for PSGL in Formula 3 here at Hungary. We'll be back next week, same time at Monza. We hope you join us then. Great start to the new decade and to the new year, and we'll see you next week.